All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Hope you are. It's been a bit bumpy, but if we think back to a year ago where we were having the same session, I remember making some good contacts and thinking, wow, this is going to be great. I can connect with these folks and have coffees. And of course, everything changed shortly after that. I also remember teaching my class and saying, okay, we're going to spring break. Well, I'll see you guys next week, and looking forward to it. And then again, of course, the world has changed drastically over the last 12 months. I know there's lots of good news about vaccines and us kind of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. But despite a new mandate about masks or not wearing masks going in place in Texas, I would encourage you all to continue to stay safe and mask up and keep your distance as we kind of get to the end and make sure everyone's vaccinated. I am Thomas Lopez. I am the founder of Economy Works. And I also host a podcast called Talk About Gay Stuff. And I am one of the board members of the Chamber. And I'm very excited to be here with you all, albeit virtually. And again, I look forward to the day, hopefully sooner rather than later, where we can all be back in person. This is our monthly Brewing Up Business session where we meet monthly. We connect over coffee, over water, whatever your spirit of choice is in the morning to get you up and running. Maybe sometimes it's just connecting with one another and seeing smiling faces. Again, looking forward to the day when we can do that back in person. We are excited for everyone for joining us. Welcome to our guests who are just kind of dipping their toe into seeing what this chamber is all about. I know I've talked to some folks saying we're curious about what AirMeet is about too. So whatever brings you here, we hope you enjoy your stay today because I know, as I was noting earlier, last year at the session, I made some good contacts for both the podcasts that I host in terms of getting sponsors and as well as Economy Works, helping people with business, as well as my own personal matters. It was working with a business to try to get some transition my old 401k for my company to a financial advisor. So it's these sorts of things that I think that is really valuable with these events. If you are joining us live on Facebook, hello. You should join us in the future on AirMeet because it is really a great experience, again, to connect with folks. And it's not Zoom, which I know after 12 months of doing Zoom, many of us are tired of it, but it's really a great networking platform here on AirMeet to do that. This is not sponsored by AirMeet, but it is sponsored by one of our chamber members, Ajana Therapy Clinical Services. So we appreciate them for sponsoring this month's Brewing Up Business. You'll hear from Jessica, who is the founder of that company, shortly. All right. Of course, again, thank you to our members for participating with us this week. We're not a chamber without you. So thank you for your membership. As I was last looking, we are 160 members strong. And so that is great. Again, it's so fantastic to have a thriving community here. As you can see on the screen, we are meeting on AirMeet. If you're new to AirMeet, welcome. But be sure to add your contact info in the chat. We used to do that in Zoom, but you can also do that via this platform as well. The chat is over on the right-hand side. It's these two little like quotation boxes that you can put your information in. One tip that I found useful, if you're always like, I'm typing in my information quickly, is copying and pasting that in either a note file or a Word file, and then just pasting that in every week because that will make it easier for sure. But make sure you add your contact information in there so people know how to get in touch with you. All right. So again, a number of folks are here. You can see if you click on the attendees box, the number of folks that are participating with us today. Thank you to our board members who are joining us. I know Tammy's here. Of course, Tammy is with us for the long haul. She's one of the co-founders. I believe I saw Jack on as well. So thank you all for participating. Our board members are truly, it's a volunteer army that we have to put on efforts like this. So thank you to the board members for joining us today. A quick note, you may have seen some of the fanfare last week that we hit a major milestone for the chamber. We are 5 years strong and have come a long way. We celebrated the anniversary on February the 24th. And we're celebrating all year long because, you know, we're the LGBTQ community. We know how to have a good time, right? And so we are celebrating. You'll see a number of things throughout the year, featuring some of our inaugural and founding members or partners. You can check out the information about our anniversary or our celebration at the anniversary page that will be updating throughout the year, and that is on our website. If you didn't catch it, also we have a magazine. Maybe this is breaking news for you guys. We have a magazine that's coming out. It's a quarterly magazine, courtesy of Metro Media. We're doing a partnership with them where they will capture our 5-year celebration and highlight many of our members. And so this is a regular feature that we are introducing where we'll be spotlighting many of our business members. This will be circulated throughout our chamber membership. And will also provide an opportunity for many businesses to showcase their brands and tell the story about their company through that. We are really excited about this magazine because again, it's a focused effort in talking about our chamber community and highlighting our members. The last thing I would note about the 5-year anniversary that we've hit is we also, when we announced we announced last week rather a huge announcement with the city of Houston with their LGBTVE certification that the city of Houston is now recognizing. So now we have a fair and equal shot to do business with the city of Houston. And so that is something that you'll want to think about. I think when I last counted, we've got about 20% of our members with the LGBTVE certification. So if that's not on your radar, it's something that you want to put on your to-do list for 2021 to get that certification, which will again give you access to or future access to business opportunities with the city of Houston. I know it's on my to-do list. It's been on my to-do list for some time, but now there's even a greater excitement for getting that done. So don't waste an opportunity. You're part of the chamber as an investment in your business. So make sure, again, you're taking advantage of the full suite of goods that the chamber offers. All right, so let's we've got a number of folks to recognize for this month. Again, we've hit our 5-year mark, but we've got a number of corporate partners and new business level members that we want to celebrate this month. One of our newest corporate partners is Mass Mutual, so we're excited to have them as part of the chamber. We also have a number of others. We've got new business level members at Luminaris, Metro Media, and the Ranch Houston. And we have a chamber anniversary to Regions. We appreciate Regions for being a member with the chamber, and of course, a number of other organizations as well. As you can see there, a whole list. And hey, look, that's my company, Economy Works. So we appreciate all the partnerships and all these great companies for re-upping their membership with the chamber. Again, if you're new, if you're a guest of this, you can see definitely this is a worthwhile investment for your businesses as you can network with other business owners. The way I see the chamber as beneficial to me and why I've renewed for now the 3rd year with them is it provides me an opportunity to, again, network with other business owners and share ideas about how we can grow our business collectively. I take a lot of tips. I mean, last week I was attending one event and I was just taking notes on things I can do to improve my business. I'm also, of course, seeking business opportunities and connecting with different potential clients. And then, of course, you just create a great sense of community with fellow LGBTQ business owners and allies. So a worthwhile investment that I think for all these companies that are renewing or joining us for the first time, it is a worthwhile time. It's worthwhile. It's well money spent, I guess is the way to say that. All right, of course, thank you to our corporate partners. This list keeps growing and we're so excited to have it. We've got new members that are continuing to join us at the corporate level, which just speaks volumes to the value that the chamber is providing, not just for our members, but other people are seeing it's a worthwhile investment when they're doing business with the chamber and our members, then that's helping their business. And so these corporations are investing in the chamber and our LGBTQ community and helping our businesses thrive. So kudos to our corporate sponsors. We appreciate all of the support. I would just note too, with corporate partners, it's these allies, it's these big dollar businesses that do allow us to kind of push some of these things through the LGBTBE certification, some of the anti-LGBT legislation that's being passed. And we thank our corporate partners for stepping up to the plate and speaking out against some of that harmful legislation. And of course, we would like to thank our President Circle members and then our founding members, Murphy, Outsmart, and Bachi. We appreciate all of their support from the beginning, and we don't get from startup to year 5 without the help of our founding members. So thank you very much. And our chamber sponsors, Dalton, Art, and Refuge. We appreciate all of the support that you provide to the chamber. All right, so I had a lot of thank yous, but it's worthwhile. I know that seems like a mouthful, but we definitely want to express the support we have for all of the members and the people, again, the companies that invest in our business. Lastly, just some upcoming events that we have coming up. Again, we've got a great partnership with the Small Business Administration. They regularly are conducting webinars that provided a lot of information, particularly with all the legislation that's been passed at the federal level, talking about PPP, loan forgiveness, loans and other grants available that the businesses who are suffering through the pandemic can take advantage of, as well as discussing kind of the regular ongoing programs that they have. So I would encourage you guys to attend. I know we've had, and I'm not sure if we have them on today, but folks from the SBA attending these events, and they just drop a wealth of knowledge that they drop just at any of these networking tables. So it's great to be able to hear what they have to say as they talk about the programs and the available funds that are there to help support your business. Of course, on March 18th, we've had these chamber networking cafes that we've started up earlier this year. If you have not attended those aren't on your calendar, these are great events to attend. I say that because I went to one last week, and again, just took a wealth of notes just in terms of the helpful information about things I can do to improve my business. It's not why I showed up. I was just trying to casually connect. As a board member, I was looking to be involved in some of these meetings, but it was just great takeaways, and I've got a number of to-dos that I still have to follow up from that session. And it was just an informal chat. We just asked a question, and how have you been in business so long? And we got a ton of great information. We also have the NGLCC LGBT Sip and Pitch Fridays that, through our partnership with the NGLCC. Great event to go to. I know we've had a number of members attend. I was talking with the Jelvins team earlier, and they presented at one of the first members to present from our chamber at the Sip and Pitch, and I think Jeffrey got some great feedback in terms of the business. So again, great opportunity to just learn, but also to present and sharpen your skills in terms of your elevator pitch. Of course, we do have chamber virtual hours, which again is something we started this year. So if you have got questions about your membership, I know there was a question circulating earlier about this new 5-year logo and how do we get that on our respective company websites. That's where you can ask this sort of information and get the information you need to make sure you can proudly showcase on your company website that you're a member of the chamber. We've got member orientation that we've again started up recently. This is an opportunity if you're new to the chamber to get some 101 information about how do you log into the portal, how do you leverage that to your advantage. Tell me more about these events. You can learn about, you can ask all the questions you want at the member orientation. And then if you're an afternoon person, although you guys are all here for the Brewing Up business, so you're telling me you're morning people. But if you're afternoon folks, or you've got friends who are like, that's 8 o'clock's too early, I'm more of a afternoon type of person, then the Biz Connect Mixer, which this month is sponsored by Crunch Consulting, is available for you. That starts off in the afternoons. Some people, instead of having coffee, they may have a cocktail to loosen up for that. So something you may want to consider as you attend that event. Maybe it'll help you have more engaging discussions. Hopefully it doesn't take that, but yes. All right. And then again, another Chamber Networking Cafe in April. And then April 14th, we've got our Brewing Up business, which is sponsored by J. Flowers Health Institute. So that will be an exciting one as well. All right, so a number of events. If you've got questions about what's happening on these events, you can check out our website at the HoustonLGBTChamber.com. That's got information about the webinars, online events, membership, how to become a 5 years by accident. I mean, we've been through storms, we've been through winter storms, summer storms, hurricanes, pandemics, and financial crisis. And this chamber has provided a wealth of resources to support our chamber members. So again, you can find out that information at the website. And again, we value the members that we have. So thank you very much. All right. So as I noted earlier, we are sponsored this month, our Brewing Up business, by Ajana Therapy Clinical Services. So rather than me continuing to blab on, although again, I feel like I shared some great information and provided some great acknowledgement to our supporters. Let's hear from Jessica Eisemann. So Jessica is a fully licensed professional counselor. She's a supervisor in the state of fully licensed professional counselor supervisor in the state of Texas, a nationally board certified counselor through the NBCC with 10 years of experience, over 10 years of experience. She has an extensive background working in mental health services. Jessica currently owns a group private practice, Ajana Therapy and Clinical Services, where she sees clients and oversees other clinicians. A huge portion of her work has been providing therapy and assessing children, adolescents, individuals, and families for minorities, low-income, and vulnerable populations. She is passionate about working with the LGBTQ+ population, women's issues, maternal mental health, and mother wound difficulties. We are very excited to have her sponsorship, but we are very excited to hear from Jessica and having her here today. And I believe we're cutting to a video. Although I know we've been having technical difficulties, so we'll see. Here we go. Fantastic. I love that. I love a video with smiling faces. So Jessica, let's hear more about you and your business. And again, we appreciate having you sponsor this event.
Thank you. If I am not a therapist, maybe I could go into video design on the on the computer. I really appreciate you guys having us here. I want to give thanks to you, Thomas, Maureen, Christy, Tammy, and the Chamber. We've been members for, I think, almost 2 years now, which is about as long as, a little bit less than we've been in business. So we definitely love being here and appreciate all the support that we've gotten throughout our time here and all the connections that we've made. Once again, as Thomas said, I'm Jessica Eisemann. I'm a licensed professional counselor supervisor and founder and clinical director of Ajana Therapy and Clinical Services. A little bit about us: we're a mental health group private practice. We have about 12 clinicians. Unfortunately, not all of them were in that particular video, but we have a widespread range of experiences and specialties. And this includes trauma and PTSD, life transitions, depression, anxiety, grief, stress management, relationship counseling, substance use treatment, maternal mental health and OCD. So you have it, we probably can treat it. And if not, we can definitely refer you out into the community to some other really great clinicians. We also are really proud that we offer a variety of pricing for our services, including reduced fee and sliding scale options, which are based on an economic equity. Our first office was in Montrose, and we loved it so much and missed it. Unfortunately, due to COVID and March of last year, we had to pivot our model, like I'm sure many of you guys had to, and now have been strictly online therapy for the past year and can serve all of Texas. And we are currently also working on a few other state licensures in order to expand our services. I can't believe it has been a year. Can you? I have had, seen several memes lately. Like a year ago, this was our last normal week and nobody knew it. Or I wish everyone would just tell each other it's okay. I don't know what I'm effing doing either. And my personal favorite is 2020, learn to stay home, 2021, same, but now let's test your survival skills. Our mental health has been declining since the pandemic began. The way that we were used to coping no longer is working or, is unavailable due to COVID. And then we add, several major life events within the last year alone. Within Houston, especially, the past several years have been really bad, going back to Harvey and even some of the storms before that. Most recently, Snowmageddon, or what I've been hearing it called, not having power or water during the freezing temps. And this could be reminders if you've grown up and dealt with poverty or food insecurity, and then possibly having to expose yourself to others during a pandemic just to keep warm. All of these things can be extremely traumatic. There's a saying, trauma begets trauma. And what do I mean by that? That if you've been through other traumatic events, be it Harvey, the pandemic, childhood trauma, family, or a loved one's death, the social injustices, racial or hate trauma, the recent events at the Capitol, all of these can trigger, previous memories or feelings or behaviors from, your past traumas. And sometimes we don't even realize that that's what's happening. And as a whole, the pandemic is a huge collective trauma, and we're all impacted in really significant ways. We then have our everyday kind of normal stuff we have to deal with, relationship issues, health issues, work issues. No wonder we, are all feeling the way that we do. And for all of this, therapy can be really helpful. It doesn't have to necessarily even be a crisis to come to therapy. A lot of times it's great to just have somebody that you can come in and talk to, and self-included. I have my own therapist, and I just think like, oh man, I get to pay her for an hour and she has to listen to me no matter what I say. Doesn't have to be anything good. And while as therapists we don't have all the answers, especially with the pandemic, we are sitting right here with everyone. We have been trained to listen, observe, reflect, and have a huge toolbox of techniques we've been trained in to try to help, the individuals that we serve. And, I thought it would be really great today. I know we only have a few minutes, but I really would like to, in the spirit of everything that's going on in the world, I would love to invite you to participate in a loving kindness meditation with me. So if you want to get comfortable in your chair or cushion, sitting with a relaxed but straight posture with your shoulders and maybe relax. Allow your hands to rest comfortably in your lap. I want you to gently close your eyes, settling into awareness of your body and the breath. Feeling into our body right now, noticing what's here. Open to whatever is to be experienced in the body in this moment. Connecting to the breath, noticing the wave-like movements of the belly. In this practice, we're going to be cultivating loving kindness. We all have this within us, this natural capacity for loving kindness, or friendship that's unconditional and open, gentle, supportive. Loving kindness is a natural opening of a compassionate heart to ourselves and to others. It's a wish that everybody be happy. We begin developing loving kindness toward ourselves, allowing our hearts to open with tenderness. Now allow yourself to remember and open up to your basic goodness. You might remember times you've been kind or generous. You might recall your natural desire to be happy and not to suffer. If acknowledging your own goodness is difficult, I want you to try to look at yourself through the eyes of someone who loves you. What does that person love about you? Or you may recall the unconditional love you felt from a beloved pet. It may help us to use the imagination and to picture yourself as a young child standing before you, perhaps 4 or 5 years of age, if that allows tender feelings of kindness to flow easily. And as you experience this love, notice how you feel in your body. Maybe you feel some kind of warmth or heat in the face, a smile, a sense of expansiveness. This is loving kindness, a natural feeling that is accessible to all of us, always. Resting with this feeling of open, unconditional love for a few moments. So beginning now to wish yourself well by extending words of loving kindness to yourself. I'll be offering as guidance the phrases that I've chosen to use in my own practice. And you're invited to alter these phrases and choose whatever words express your wishes of loving kindness toward yourself and others. And now offering these words in your mind for yourself. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. And now you can repeat these in your mind, these words of friendships and kindness to yourself again. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. Now you can open the circle of loving kindness and bring someone to mind who's dear to you, someone who you care about and has always been supportive. Reflect on this person's basic goodness, sensing what in particular that you love about him or her. In your heart, feeling your appreciation for this dear one, and begin your simple offering. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. And now, if it's possible for you to bring mind to someone you've had a difficult relationship, perhaps it's someone you don't like to feel sympathy for or compassion for, seeing if it's possible to let go of feelings of resentment and dislike for this person. Reminding yourself, to see this person as a whole, deserving of love and kindness, as someone who feels pain and anxiety, and someone who also suffers. Seeing if it's possible to extend to this person the words of loving kindness in your mind. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. Now allow your awareness to open out in all directions, yourself, a dear one, a neutral person, and a difficult person, and all beings, humans and animals living everywhere, living in richness, poverty, war, peace, hunger, abundance, aware of all the joys and sorrows that all beings experience. May we all be happy. May we all be peaceful. May we all be healthy. May we all live with ease. And now bringing this practice to a close by coming back to extend your kindness to yourself, sitting for a moment, basking in the energy of loving kindness that may have been generated here. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and please let us know if there's anything we can do to help.
Well, thank you very much. I think I'm a bit too relaxed now to to continue. That was excellent. That was excellent.
Awesome.
I really appreciate that. There's so many things to appreciate about what you said. I mean, one, kind of the practice you guided us through, but also just kind of hearing what you did over the past year to pivot your business, and then kind of seeing the video you did, kind of the DIY marketing you've done. Like I just impressed all around. So. Thank you for sharing your story today, and thank you for sponsoring our Brewing Up business. session this month. I mean, that was really great. So I really liked the guided practice there. So thank you so much, and thank you to you and the entire team at Ajana Therapy and Clinical Services. We really appreciate your support. As being members and sponsoring this event. These events again allow us to network, and I mean it's with organizations like yours that really help us, and it's organizations like yours that really help us deal with everything that's going on, right? Like you said, it's been a difficult 12 months for many of us, and we forget. We can go to the gym and get a coach. We can go talk to a nutritionist to talk about our diets, but we forget about our mental health sometimes. And again, what you did just there just reminds us that it's not there's nothing wrong with kind of going through that relaxing session to just kind of reconnect with yourself. So thank you so much. If you want to talk with Jessica and some of the other members of the team, you will be able to join them in the networking cafe that we'll have open shortly. So be sure to stop by their table at the and chat with them. Just say hello, and if you have any questions, you can connect with them there. We mentioned the team sponsoring this Brewing Up Business, and there are a number of sponsorship opportunities available throughout 2021. If you would like to do that, it's a great way to get your brand recognized, whether you guide us through a practice or do something else to highlight your brand. This was a very creative way to take advantage of this sponsorship opportunity and show the value of the business. So again, you can also become a sponsor if you're interested. Please contact the chamber office at 832-510-3002, and you can complete the form on the sponsor form on the website. So thank you all for joining us. Okay, let's go to some trivia here because the team has Ajana therapy session. Oh, we got a sponsored an initial therapy session, which is a value of $160. And we're going to have 2 opportunities for this. So we've got some LGBTQ history here for our trivia, which, by the way, if you want some history, a little podcast on Let's Talk About Gay Stuff. But these questions are in honor of Women's History Month. So we've got door prizes, again, sponsored by the team at Ajana Therapy and Clinical Services. So the way we go, we're going to post a question on the screen. If you know the answer, sorry if you're following along on Facebook Live, you got to be here in the AirMeet setup to do it. So now you know to come back for next month. All right, so we're going to post it on the screen. The first person to put the answer in the chat box will win the prize. So are we ready for the first question? No Googling your responses, just off your brains. So let's go to our first question. Who was the first openly gay woman to be elected to the House of Representatives at the Senate? Let's see. No takers yet, huh? The first openly gay woman. Wait, no Googling. We got this. Come on, use our brains here. First openly gay woman to be elected to the House of Representatives and the Senate. No takers, huh? She has been elected to both, yes. Tammy? Tammy Baldwin? Yes, is the answer. All right, so we've got a winner there. I'm not sure which one came in first, so I will. I'm going to defer to Maureen to let us know who won that one, because I saw a couple kind of come in at the same time. All right. So I saw a Tammy, but I wasn't sure if someone was being cheeky and saying Tammy Wallace, who's going to, maybe she's announcing her candidacy to take on John Cornyn. No. All right. I'm just creating rumors there, so don't no one act on that. All right. So let's go to our next question. All right. Question number 2. Which Mexican painter is known for her many portraits, self-portraits, and works inspired by the nature and artifacts of Mexico? Let me see. I see Collis. Someone putting Tammy again. That's not Frida. Frida, yes, I see that. Frida is correct. Frida Kahlo, yes. So fantastic. All right. So congratulations to our winners. Again, Maureen will be in touch with you about the door prizes. And there we go. All right. Again, thank you to Ajana Therapy and Clinical Services for sponsoring us this month. I really, again, love the story of an entrepreneur who's going to went out on their own and started it. So I think you said you're 3 years in the making, so fantastic, and have survived through this 12 months of pure chaos. So and you guys are thriving. So thank you for all you do. Thank you for sharing your story today. The entire team that you have behind you. I know you don't do it alone. So kudos to the entire team at Ajana Therapy and Clinical Services. Again, they will be available at the Ajana table. So be sure to stop by and say hello and ask any questions that you have. As I mentioned, you can sponsor a Brewing Up business or other event in the future. Just lastly, a few reminders. You can follow the Chamber on social media. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So you can catch some of our previous sessions on YouTube. If you want to schedule a one-on-one with other members, you can use our Chamber Networking Cafe. It is really a cool feature. The cafe, it's just table setup. So if you're not sure how to meet, you don't know how to you can't figure out Zoom, just say, hey, let's meet at the Chamber Networking Cafe, and then you guys can catch a table, almost like you would be doing at Starbucks, but we're not doing that quite yet. All right. We hope you make some great connections this morning, and thank you all for being here. Again, our guests who are our first timers, we hope you come back and really invest in your business and the membership here with the Chamber. Continue to network. We'll have the cafe open for a bit longer. Again, thank you, Jessica, so much for again your time today and for sponsoring our Bring Up Business session. Again, it's with companies like yours, organizations like Ajana Therapy and Clinical Services, that we are a chamber and that we can do things like this. So thank you very much. Again, you can connect with them at the table. Again, thank you, everyone, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.